Hey guys, are you ready for it? I'm so excited. I have been wanting to do this vlog for like a year now, and it's finally happening. I am reading my first ever Katherine Center books. I am so excited. I have picked out 3 of her books that I think are going to be the most interesting to me. So they are already checked out on my Kindle from Libby. So we are going to read, I'm going to shoot for 2, but the goal is to read 3 if I can in this vlog. But if I can't, then I'm going to read Hello Stranger. You can see that. I will put covers, of course. But Hello Stranger and The Bodyguard by Katherine Center. And then I have The Lost Husband as a backup book. But I am so excited, you guys, to be reading these. So we're going to have fun during 4th of July. Yes, this vlog is going to go up probably like 2 weeks after the fact. But I don't have a vlog planned until then. So we're just going to have fun with it and go with it. But I'm going to be reading these probably also during 4th of July as well, because we usually end up going like really early to get a good spot. So I have books to read. And I have actually just started The Bodyguard last night. I'm on chapter 2 right now. And so far, I'm not exactly sure what to think of it. It's about a girl who, like, she just lost her mother. Her mother passed away, and she is a workaholic. So she wants to go right back into work, but her boss won't let her. And so it's all, they argued about it in the first chapter. So we're going to find out what happens to her going into this. And as I said, bodyguards is like a total buzzword for me. I love bodyguards. So we are going to continue reading this. I will update you as the weeks go by, and we're just going to have fun and see if Katherine Center is going to be an author for us. Hey guys, it's a couple days after 4th of July. I have like 2 fans on, so sorry if you can hear that noise, but it is hot and we do not have AC. So I just got off on walking on our walking pad. My mom got it for Christmas, and I thought I couldn't do it because I do have a long stride, and I also a lot of the times need a handlebar, because that's why I like the big treadmills better, because they do have handles on the side. But I found out I can actually do it better without shoes on. I don't know why I feel off balanced with shoes, but I did it with socks and I'm fine. So I did that a little bit today. Yes, I know it's weird. I mean, my feet are fine. I walk better without shoes, apparently. But anyway, so I am almost 30% of the way through The Bodyguard, and I am really, really enjoying it. There is a few swear words here and there, but it's not to the extent where I want to DNF it, because I am really invested in the characters and the stories. So in this book, we're following a girl who, she just lost her mother, and then like her boyfriend broke up with her like the day after the funeral or something like that, and they work together in like this bodyguard firm. So they're both in competition to get a job overseas in London, and their boss says, hey, I want you, can't think of her name right now. What's her name? Can't think of her name right now. Character names. But the main female character, her boss tasks her to stay in Houston when she wants to leave the city, like she wants to get away, and her boss tasks her to be the bodyguard of a really famous actor who hasn't acted in a few years because there's some drama with his younger brother. His younger brother passed away a few years ago, so he hasn't been in the limelight lately. But she is now his bodyguard, and they are fake dating. So it is a fake dating trope, which I do enjoy a good fake dating. And yeah, we're going to see how it goes. And the actor, Jack, I remember his name, he has an older brother. So I don't know who's going to fall. Like, we haven't really known, like, the older brother, Hank, at all yet. Like, we only met him in one scene so far. So, but I'm wondering if, like, maybe he could be a love interest. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I mean, she could fall in love with the actor, but we're just going to have to see and find out. So, currently, I think I'm on what chapter am I on? 9? I'm on chapter 9, and I'm hoping to finish this book today, even though I'm only 28% through. But I do have another review book that I have to get to. I want to read like just Katherine Center for like a full week straight, but it's not going to happen because I have other books to read, unfortunately, and that's okay. So I'm going to finish this book, and then I am going to go ahead and start the next book by the author that I have on here, which is, and I should put it actually like next to the other one, Hello Stranger, which is an amnesia trope, I believe, which I'm really excited about because I do love a good amnesia trope. So yeah, so let's go ahead and continue reading The Bodyguard, and I will update you probably when I'm about maybe halfway through, 3/4. We'll see how far we get. I got 50% of the way through The Bodyguard, and let me tell you, I am really enjoying it. I don't know if it's going to be 5 stars or not because there is a little bit of swearing here and there, but so far, like, it hasn't, that part has not taken me out of the story. So far, the story I am really loving, and I just wanted to pop in here because there is a quote in here that I think I might add to my favorites of the year. I don't know, but I just thought it was so great, and I have it on my Kindle, which apparently isn't turning out for me. There we go. But he's talking about being famous, and she's like, what do you like about being famous, etc. But he said, people who want to be famous think it's the same thing as being loved, but it's not. Strangers can only ever love a version of you. People loving you for your best qualities is not the same as people loving you despite your worst. So I just thought that was like a really important. It's like, yeah, like, you know, watching actors, like, you like them because of their best qualities, and then you pretty much hate them if they do something wrong or whatever. And, you know, not me personally, or I try hard not to be, you know, because we don't know these people, you know, in real life, you know, who they really are. But we do love the people around us, and we support them. So I just thought that quote was really insightful, and I liked it. So I really don't think I'm going to complete this tonight because I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube and I binge watched a bunch of videos from friends. So I kind of got stuck in that rabbit hole, and here I am 5 hours later, however long I was on there. But I did get to edit 3 videos today, 3 videos that will be coming out to you in the next week or week and a half. So I am thankful for that. They're mostly uploaded, except I have to just edit the description and stuff. But I will continue this tomorrow night. We are going to Erie, Pennsylvania tomorrow on a day trip. I am going to go listen to an audiobook. I am going to go ahead and maybe eat a snack because I'm kind of hungry at 11:30 at night. But that's the plan, and I may film tomorrow if I have the chance while we're out in Erie, but we usually just go out to dinner or lunch, go out to lunch and shop at the mall. So it's kind of pretty much a relaxing and not doing anything type of day. So the next time I see you will probably be either in Erie or when I'm back home reading again. So we just got back from Erie, Pennsylvania. No, I did not film anything other than a little bit in the car, but I just got back. I washed my hair. That's why it's a little wet, but I did scrunch it. Anyways, I am so close to finishing The Bodyguard, and I think it's going to be a 4.5 star rating. I know, what? Honestly, if it didn't have the language in it, and there was like a few times where the author was like talking about, like, she would talk in past tense almost. I'm like, why are you talking like that? She's kind of like breaking like the fourth wall, or whatever it's called. And she's kind of like talking to us like, oh, you know, we talked about this later, but then they never talk about it later. It's just like, you know, you're supposed to like imagine them like, you know, months later talking about it. And I'm like, I don't know. Those few instances could have been left out, but overall, it's so good. And you may have seen my face in the car, and this is a spoilery vlog because I want you to experience it with me. So I got to the part where Jack professes his love to her, and I was like all gushing, and I was just like, this is the moment. And it was like, it was beautiful, it was wonderful, and I'm like, this is great. There was a little bit of a makeout scene, but the dad stopped it. He was like,
put her in the bedroom and leave. So I appreciated that. I did not go past kissing or, a little bit of making out, but I loved the whole professing his love and everything. But then the author threw a bombshell at me, or at the readers, and I was not expecting it. I was like, no, this can't be happening. And I'm like, did she just pull like a complete like twist on this whole thing to us? And then Jack just suddenly says, oh, that whole thing was fake. Like, I faked it. I'm an actor. I'm good at what I do. And I'm like, what? Like, I wish I could have filmed myself when I read that but I kind of forgot. I was in the moment of reading it, and I was just like, I was in shock, and I'm like, what is going on with these characters? And then I started like thinking almost like at the exact same time that the character was, and she was like, oh, like, wait a minute. So she was like processing, and I was processing along with her, and we both kind of figured it out. I was like, oh yeah, okay, something's going on. So I am very close to the ending. I have like maybe 10 to 15 pages left, but as I said, I really enjoyed it. And I think what I might do going forward is I would really like to try to do a like movie rating for like especially mainstream books, not so much like Christian fiction, because most of those I would definitely give a G to PG rating as far as romance goes and language. But I kind of want to do it for mainstream fiction. So for as far as language and romance goes, I would kind of give it a definite PG-13 for language, but a soft PG-13 for romance. Like, there's definitely no love scenes on the page. Love scenes are talked about a little bit, like with the ex, but like nothing with the actual romance of the story. So I appreciated that from the author. So I would definitely give it like a PG-13 rating as far as like a movie would go. But I am excited to just dive in to the second book, which I got my synopsis wrong. For some reason, I thought it was an amnesia trope, which would make sense because it's called Hello Stranger. But no, it's face blindness, which I have actually known about, and actually it's something that I really like love to read about because like it's so interesting, and like very few people have it in the world. And I've read another book, and I absolutely really liked it, and I'm excited to read another one. So if you don't know, face blindness is when someone literally does not recognize anybody they talk to. They don't recognize themselves either. If they look in the mirror, it is like a complete and utter blank slate to them. And most of it's usually just facial features. Like if you talk with your hands, or they will like, they'll recognize like certain other features, maybe how you move or whatever, like they can do that. But if you're like talking to somebody in the party and that person leaves and like somebody else starts talking to you, it's like they don't even recognize, like they still think they're talking to the same person. So they can't differentiate between people. So I'm really excited to read Hello Stranger by Katherine Center because I'm really excited to see where the romance goes in that one, and I think I'm going to really like it. So I don't know if I will update you like after I completely finish the book, because I'm pretty much done. It's pretty much wrapped up. Everything's all hunky-dory in the romance world there. So we're all set there. And yeah, that left me a little bit of a roller coaster at the end there, which was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the ending of The Bodyguard and all those romance tropes like friends to more. Well, actually, it was more, well, I don't know. It wasn't really friends to more or really enemies to more. It was more like there was like fake dating. There was the bodyguard trope, which I love that. There was celebrity romance. So all the good stuff in there, and it was just a lot of fun. And I'm going to go ahead and dive into the second one once I'm done with The Bodyguard.
I woke up 45 minutes ago and still haven't put on my glasses. But I did finish The Bodyguard, I think like 2 days ago. And there was one fade to black love scene, but thankfully it was not descriptive or anything. I think I am going to give it 4.5 stars still. I did really enjoy the romance and the relationship between the characters and stuff. Yes, I got my hair done. It doesn't look the best today because I have to wait to wash it, but I do really love the color that she gave me. It's like a caramel blonde color, so really like it. And funny story. So I drove an hour away to get my hair done because I got it off of Groupon. as a birthday gift for myself, because it was like normally like $240 or $60, and it was $99. So I was like, I have to get it. So I went, and after she was done with the highlights, she was gonna get ready to do my cut and stuff. Tornado warnings start going off on the radio. So we were careful. We were watching and everything. So, but thankfully she did get done, and I safely drove home. But yeah, that was a scary day yesterday. We haven't had a tornado warning in New York in like 6 years, and we've only had 2 in the last 20 years. So yeah, it gets scary when that happens because it doesn't happen here. Anyways, so I did start reading The Stranger on my Kindle. Right? Is it called The Stranger? No, I'm confused now. Hello, Stranger. So I did start it, and oh, it's sad already, and I'm almost 20% of the way through. But this girl has, this girl is an artist, and she has like a really bad relationship with her father and her stepmother, and she's always telling them that she's doing fine when she really isn't. She's like barely making her rent with her art and stuff. So one day she ends up in a car accident, and they find out that she needs brain surgery from something that was hereditary. Well, her father says you need to get it. And then after that happens, a few days after the surgery, she finds out that she has face blindness from that surgery. And so she's freaking out because she is a portrait artist. So it was really kind of scary for her, and like seeing it, like, you know, like I really think that the author does a good job at explaining what it is and stuff, because I kind of knew what it was. Like, people who have face blindness, like they can see features but like only one at a time, like your lips or your eyes, whatever, they can't connect, so it's like a jigsaw puzzle. And so it said like only 2% of the entire world population has it, but almost everybody who has it doesn't even know that they have face blindness, because if they didn't have it like from an accident or something, or health, then they just grew up like that, and so they have no idea that they have face blindness. They think it's normal. So it's kind of interesting how she describes it and stuff. And there's a neighbor who she never saw his face before the surgery because he was facing away in the elevator, but she recognized his jacket when she got back from the hospital. And he had like this strange conversation on the phone, and I have a feeling she misinterpreted it. That's all I'm gonna say. I have a feeling it's something entirely different from what she thought it was, but she thinks he's a complete jerk, and so we'll see how that turns out. Maybe he'll be her love interest. I don't know, or the guy that saved her in the beginning of the book. Who knows? Could be the same guy for all we know. Anyway, so I'm gonna continue this today. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today or not, because I have a few review books to get to, but that's the plan for today, is just to relax and read. I did get a new smartwatch, so I walked like 2 miles almost yesterday, so that was nice. But I hope to walk more today. I hope. I'm kind of tired today though. But anyway, so that's the plan, to just finish Hello Stranger today and maybe start a third Katherine Center if I can in this vlog. If not, then I guess we'll finish 2. But so far, I think I like the Bodyguard better, but we'll see how this one goes. I have been binge reading Hello Stranger. Yes, the beginning was really sad, but I am totally hooked on this book. I honestly think I might like it more than the Bodyguard. This could be 5 stars. I am really, really enjoying it. I think I mentioned like there was like this guy she thought was a jerk. Well, we're getting to the part where I think the miscommunication is now going to be lifted, so we're going to see. But I'm really, really enjoying it. And there was a part that she was painting Joe, her neighbor, and I was like, a little interesting. Well, I mean, she had to, because she has face blindness, which he doesn't know about yet. But she had to touch his face and stuff for a painting, and I was like, ooh, getting a little steamy in here. No, wasn't bad or anything, and nothing happened, but but I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I think I'm going to binge read it today, even though I have other books I need to read. I'm at 63%, and I just want to find out what happens. It's so good. And I mean, if the third book after this, like, is just as good, I can definitely say with confidence that Katherine Center could possibly be a new favorite author to add to the list. Yep, I was totally right about the miscommunication, and I normally don't like miscommunication, but I'm not mad about it in this book. I think it kind of works because it kind of plays in with the face blindness and stuff. She really didn't know who he was. She never saw his face before the accident or anything. So I think it plays well into the story. So we're getting into the figuring out who he really is like. So, which I knew. I'm not crying. You're crying. Seriously, this book. It's making me cry. Like, this is like the second or third time I've cried. I was totally right. How could it get any better?
I finished Hello Stranger. It's definitely way better than The Bodyguard. Like, I gave The Bodyguard 4.5 stars. I think I'm leaning more toward 4 for it now that I've let it settle. But I feel like Hello Stranger could be a 5-star. It was so good. And I did do a rating, like a movie rating for The Bodyguard. I think Hello Stranger, I would still give it PG-13, but I think a lighter PG-13 because there was still romance. There was like one scene where like they started to have a love scene, but then they got interrupted, so nothing happened between them. And that's as far as it went throughout the entire book. And there was, I would say, maybe a little less language in it than the other book that I read, but I think I liked the relationship dynamic even more in this book than I did The Bodyguard. It was just really sweet, and I loved our main character Sadie, just her personality, and it was, I would say it was a little predictable, the romance, but like as the author said in like her author note, it was predictable in a good way. But there was also some surprises at the end that I did not see coming, and I just really, really enjoyed it. So I think I will be giving that one 5 stars. I really liked that one. And if you know me, I rarely, if ever, give a book 5 stars from like secular romance authors. So good job, Katherine Center. I am going to try to read one more. I'm going to try to read The Lost Husband if I have time for it. If not, then this is the end of the vlog. Had trouble with my hair going on. I curled it, and I definitely think the stylist was right. The highlights do look better with it curled. I just kind of did like a beach wave. I'm still figuring out how to use a curling wand. Those things are ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's better than a curling iron because like your hair doesn't get snagged in like the clipper, and I feel like it's easier to not get burned with a wand, but it is so hard and it's very humid out, so obviously this is gonna go away within like probably a half an hour. It's that bad already. Anyways, so I am 10% of the way through The Lost Husband. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It's definitely a lot different than the other two I read by her. This one is about a widow who lost her husband a few years ago. She also sounds like she has a lot of, I don't know, like maybe abandonment issues or something probably to do with her mother or something in her past. but she used to argue with her husband about like make-believe things that like she thought he was having an affair even though she was dreaming it. And you know, he most likely wasn't. I mean, haven't revealed anything about their past yet. But she has lived with her mother for 2 years after his passing with her 2 kids. And now she got a letter from her aunt saying, hey, I just learned that you are living with your mother, and she knows how she is. So she's like, listen, I'm going to go ahead and offer you a job out here on the farm because I have arthritis now, so I need help taking care of the animals. And so can you come with me to kind of live here? I'll give you a little bit of money to help around the house and room and board. So she takes it up like quickly. I'm like, I'm out of here. I want nothing to do with my mom. So she decides to just take off. And there are already 2 things that like I'm kind of leery about. Like the kids in the back of the seat were playing with wands. They're just like hitting each other. And I'm like, seriously, like, I don't know, it has nothing to do with the story. So I'm hoping that the story is not going to go in that direction, because then she met a strange lady that she almost ran over in town when they reached the town in Texas. And she was like, I'll help you find your husband. And I was like, he's dead. So I don't know what that is all about. So if it gets to be a little on the weird side, I will probably DNF it. But so far it's okay, and I'm going to continue it. I like the animals at the farm. There's a huge dog that thinks it's like a Chihuahua size, but he's like absolutely sweet and adorable. So I'm already in love with the dog and all the animals on the farm. But we will see how it goes. I actually have to stop reading this though, because I do have another book that I have to get to. I'm sad that I won't be able to finish this, but I will hopefully finish this before the vlog goes up. So we shall see. Plans for today. Any plans for today? My parents actually just went out for ice cream. I was like, you know what? I don't eat ice cream. I'm trying to be more careful about what I eat. I literally just had 2 yogurt cups because I didn't have lunch. So I had that with some like granola on top. So I was like, I really am not hungry for ice cream. So you guys go, have fun. And I'm going to stay at home and work on review books and get a couple things done, like film this clip. But that's the plan today, is just to finish a review book, read a little bit more of The Lost Husband, as well as try to catch up in a buddy read I'm doing. I am a busy book reader this month. Very busy. I doubt I will finish my TBR for my TBR game. Yeah, so we might be taking a first punishment for August. Although honestly, it is my birthday month, so I could just say, you know, just give myself a break and no punishments. I honestly might do that anyways, because like we just started this new TBR game from my old TBR game. So I might just say no punishments, just because, again, birthday month and I get to relax and take it easy. Yeah, that's the plan, because I just it's been a busy month. Summer's always busy because like there's always stuff to do and go out and about. So we're just gonna count it as, you know, no punishment this month probably. I will see you all back as soon as I finish a little bit more, or maybe I may even just finish it, but I will probably update you before I finish this just to see how it's going. But so far the first 2 are better than this third one, just based off like the beginning parts alone, but we'll see.
Hey guys, so yes, I'm coming in with my crazy hair up in curlers. First time doing this though, probably will fall out within 5 minutes. But I wanted to give you an update on The Lost Husband by Katherine Center. It's a DNF for me. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not enjoying it. I like the actual story, but then they started bringing in this weird girl named Sunshine who could supposedly speak to the dead. Yeah. And then there was talking about like I was going to say like more of the enlightening hippie style, and I was like, nope, that's not for me. So that one's a DNF. But 2 out of 3 really is not that bad at all. So yeah, I think, you know, I would be interested to try some more of her books, but The Lost Husband was definitely not for me, and I don't think I would recommend it to any of you. But the other 2, I would just there is a little bit of language in each of them, but I did love the stories. I loved the romance. I'm going to go to sleep, and I will do an outro for you. blowout from... Not bad. Not bad at all.
So thank you to everyone for watching. I know my friend Oshina is probably really excited that I read my first ever Katherine Center books. It was a lot of fun just to try her out, see if she's a new to me author that I would enjoy. And I would say yes, I do enjoy her work. And she's like one of the very few authors that I feel like, you know, I wish there weren't any swearing in the book, but I can get past it. So, but as far as the storyline and the characters, top notch, and really enjoyed it. So it was good. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I'm sorry there wasn't too much going on in the background. We did do a few things in the past like week or two, but not a whole lot. We went shopping. I'll put a picture of a mug that I found at, I don't know, one of those stores, TJ Maxx or Home Goods or something. But I did get a new mug that I think it's a Sanrio character from Japan named Pom Pom Purin, and he's just adorable, and I had to get it. If you don't know, I love those like 3D facial mugs that pop out, so I had to get that one. And I also got a new planner, which is technically an old planner. It was like a 2023-2024 planner, but it was really pretty. I love the style of it, and it was only like $3.50 at one of those stores, and I was like, I have to get it. I can just redate it for whatever year I'm currently in, and it might take a little bit of time to like black out all the numbers, but I really like that planner, so I will be using that. I don't know for what yet. I'm thinking maybe to encourage my writing, or maybe a health tracker or something, although I did just get one of those too. So anyways, this is the end of the vlog. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.